In a small town called Madhupur, there lived a boy named Sudesh. Sudesh had a kind heart, but he was extremely shy. So shy that if a girl said hi to him, he would spend the next 2 days wondering what exactly she meant by it. His biggest strength was his pure heart, and his biggest weakness was his inability to express love. In the same town lived Laxmi, cheerful, confident, intelligent, and full of life. Where Sudesh stayed silent, Laxmi spoke freely. Where Sudesh thought 100 times, Laxmi acted instantly. They studied in the same college. But for Sudesh, Laxmi was a crush. While for Laxmi, Sudesh was that strange but sweet guy. Their first real conversation happened in the college library. Sudesh was so lost while searching for a book that he walked straight into Laxmi. Books fell everywhere. "Watch where you're going," Laxmi said. Sudesh panicked. "Says sorry." Laxmi looked at him and smiled. "You're saying sorry so sincerely. It feels like you've committed a crime from the heart." Sudesh's face turned red like a tomato. From that day on, Laxmi found his innocence quite charming. Slowly, their friendship grew. Tea at the canteen, samosas at the shop behind the college, long conversations after classes, everything became routine. But every time Sudesh decided to confess his feelings, something went wrong. One day, Sudesh finally made up his mind. Today is the day. He bought a rose, memorized a dramatic dialogue, and waited for Laxmi. As soon as she appeared, Sudesh opened his mouth. "Laxmi, I want to tell you." Suddenly, his friend shouted from behind. "Hey Sudesh, you dropped your phone." Sudesh bent down, the rose fell, and so did his courage. Laxmi laughed and said, "What happened? Did your network disappear?" Sudesh replied nervously, "And no, and nothing." But Laxmi understood this silence was hiding something deeper. The comedy increased when both of them were selected for a college drama rehearsal. Sudesh played the hero, and Laxmi played the heroine. On stage, Sudesh could deliver dialogues confidently. But in real life, he couldn't speak his heart. During rehearsal, Laxmi teased him. "You speak so well on stage. Why are you on mute in real life?" Sudesh replied, "Because real life doesn't give retakes." Laxmi burst out laughing. Gradually, Laxmi realized that Sudesh didn't just see her as a friend, he loved her deeply. But she wanted him to say it himself. One day, Laxmi decided to test him. She said casually, "Sudesh, my marriage talks have started." Sudesh's heart shattered. Forcing a smile, he said, That's a good." Laxmi asked softly, "Aren't you happy?" For the first time, Sudesh spoke seriously. "No lie, because I love you." After saying that, he went silent, as if he had committed a huge mistake. Laxmi stayed quiet for a few seconds, then suddenly started laughing. "Idiot, I was joking about the marriage. And if you hadn't said it today, I would have proposed to you myself." Sudesh looked shocked. "Why you mean?" Laxmi smiled warmly. "I mean, I love you too." That moment felt like the climax of a movie for Sudesh. Their relationship became stronger after that, but comedy still followed them. When Sudesh tried to say "I love you" properly for the first time, he said, I love you." Laxmi stared at him. "Why are you naming a channel?" Sudesh replied innocently, "Sorry, it's become a habit." Finally, the last day of college arrived. Sitting together on a hill, they watched the sunset. Laxmi asked, "If you had to tell our story to people, what would you say?" Sudesh smiled and said, "I'd say if you like the story, please press like." Laxmi laughed and added, "And subscribe?" Sudesh replied confidently, "That subscription is already for a lifetime." Both laughed together. If you enjoyed Sudesh and Laxmi's love story, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more romantic and funny stories. Because love is important and so is laughter.